All right. Jimbehama,
Okay, I'm going to start now.
please.
Okay. Sashi Buki Jushi Meto Tram Viram Lingshi Ninde Genpati Sange Shindu Mite Uwagi Rokun Namda Shingla Jupasho Idam Guru Ratna Mandala Kanya Tayami Sangye Chudang Soki Chotnam La Jiangchu Bardu Takni Gyapsu Chi Taki Chenyen Gipe Sunam Ki Drola Penche Sangye Jupa Sho Sangye Chudang Soki Chotnam La Jiangchu Bardu Takni Gyapsu Chi Taki Chenyen Kipe Sunam Ki Drola Penche Sangye Chupa Sho Sangye Chudang Soki Chonam La Jiangchu Bardu Takni Gyapsu Chi Taki Chenyen Kipe Sunam Ki Drola Penche Sangye Chupa Sho.
Shokity shok, shok, shok. Okay. Okay, we're going to do a quiz for class, whatever before the number 4 or 5, which is 4. Any questions before we do this quiz? All right, I did it. It wasn't too bad, but you need to study. So if you didn't study, don't do the quiz now. It's not the easiest quiz ever. All right, here we go. Oh, that's 5. Here's 4. Oh, there's a second page too, okay? So I'll be switching to the second page in a little bit. All right. Good luck. Do people need more time?
Yes, 5 minutes, please.
What? Fine.
3 minutes, please.
Okay. No hay problema. Aldo, acabaste.
Yep.
Moncho, acabaste también? Yay. Okay, they finished. All right. one of my friends from Malaysia asked a question. I have to ask her. Tracy Wong.
Yes.
You want to know how to say Shewa Lenje in Tibetan or in Chinese?
I don't know what is Chinese in Shewa Lenje.
What? Where did you get that English writing? Where did you get it?
Is that from the question just now? The 4 point of the practice virtual.
Oh, 4 points of practice. Okay. Here they are.
Class 4.
Yeah.
Number 5.
Mhm.
This one, yes.
Yeah. Okay. I will show you the answer. I might have it. I might not. Well, yeah, I might have it. Okay.
Probablemente lo tengo, ¿sí?
Who was that, Paul? I shouldn't be able to hear her. Okay. Here we go. Okay. Oh yeah. So this Shewa. I don't know that She. Lenje is like to answer back or something. Okay, here we go. She wa len. Nope. Let me see. Shewa. Here's Shewa. It means like the curse. Here are the possibilities, Tracy Wong. You see?
Oh, yes.
So that's possibility. And then Lenje, let me see if we have it. Just means to answer. It's a tense. That's why we don't have the exact one because here's Len. This is the present tense. I think it would just be Len. Do you want to get really nerdy and look in another dictionary? I don't care.
Oh, it's okay.
You sure?
Because yeah, just now the Shewa is the same like the English word yelling. So it's okay.
Okay. I'm gonna look. What's Len? Len means to answer, so it would probably be Hui Da, right? Let me see.
Oh, this one.
Which
The
one?
answer reply is it Hui Da?
Yeah, but this is old. Ning means old. This is ancient. It's gotta be Lenwa or Lenpa. There it is. I don't know. I don't know. It's probably Hui Da. This, I could find it, but it might take a little while.
Okay, it's okay. Thank you.
Yeah. I'll try another one just to see. Okay, hold on. Sorry if I'm boring everyone with this. If you don't want this, don't ask me questions. Choa. Choa just means anger. So this one's used a lot in scripture. This Chen. For anger.
憎恨。
Mm-hmm. But the 4 points of practice aren't in this book. I'm gonna look in this other dictionary because you asked. You ready? Sorry,
Yes.
everybody. I hope everybody else wants to learn Chinese. Okay, this is my favorite Chinese dictionary for Buddhism. I guess we'll go like this. What's it? Shewa?
Shewa Lenje.
Yeah, we'll just do Shewa then. Nothing. This is what happens when you ask me questions. Okay, you want to see the next step? No one does.
It's okay, teacher.
Next step. Google. Okay, look. Rikpa Wiki. But now we don't know how other people translated it. That's the problem. We could do 4 points of practice. I don't know if that's a Geshe Michael way or a more common way. Nope. Okay, watch. We'll just do a general internet search. Shewa Lenje. Nope. Randomness. All right, I'll have to look some other time, okay?
Okay, Ken.
I'll look after class or something. It's a hard one. Ooh, okay. Class time. All right, here we are. So, good question, Tracy Wong. You stumped me, which means I have to go search. So now we are on class 5 of course 17, which is a review of ACI course number 8, which is a course about death and the realms. So this, if you went to university, they would call this like a cosmology course. Okay, that means a course about a particular tradition's way of viewing like where the world came from, or like how the world was made or something. You know, if you ask a Christian cosmologist, they would say, well, God woke up on the first day and said, let there be light, and there was light. And then for 6 days he worked, and 7th day he rested. I'm not sure why an omniscient, omnipotent being needs to rest, but that's the story, okay? I'm sure other people can find some interesting things to think about in the Buddhist version, okay? So that's cosmology. So here we go. So the cosmology for Buddhism comes from the Abhi Dharma Kosha by Master Vasubandhu. And he lived around 350 AD. Who was his half brother?
Asanga.
What? Who?
Master Asanga.
Oh, okay. I thought I heard you say something else. Yes. Master Asanga or Arya Asanga. because he was an Arya and a master. Was his half brother, and he actually wrote this book at the behest of his brother. Master Vasubandhu wrote this book when his half brother Arya Sangha asked him to. There's a long story. I'll tell you part of it. Basically, Master Vasubandhu was studying the Abhidharma, and he was a master at it. Okay, he had a teacher. What's his teacher's name? Sanghabhadra, I believe. Master Sanghabhadra. Okay. Anyway, and Arya Sangha started to learn and teach Mahayana. And Master Vasubandhu, apparently he criticized the Mahayana. He was like, what's this Mahayana stuff? This is silly. Or maybe something worse. I don't know what he said. But then he sat in a few teachings by his brother, and he was like, oh my God, these are the highest teachings ever, ever, ever. And he said, because I was so wrong to criticize the Mahayana, I'm going to cut my own tongue out. And Master Sangha was like, whoa, 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 brother. Okay. Everyone knows you're dedicated. Okay, man? Like, you don't have to prove it. How about you just write this book about the Abhidharma so that it is preserved for all time for other people, because you're so smart and so good at what you do. And Master Vasubandhu was like, okay, sounds better than the tongue thing. So he wrote the Abhidharma Kosha. He wrote it down. Yeah. And it's called the Abhidharma Kosha because it's like, Kosha means treasure house. Actually, it can mean treasure house or the treasure in the treasure house. And Abhi Dharma means, it means higher wisdom, literally. But you can translate it like the wisdom that takes you higher, like to nirvana and stuff like that. In any case, so famously, throughout the text, what does Master Vasubandhu say at the end of each statement? Where's Hasso when you need him? He knows this answer.
Or so I heard.
Yeah, that's perfect. Yeah, that's good. He says something like that. He says like, they claim, like, so they claim, like meaning, I don't believe this, but I'm just reporting what they say, so I didn't have to cut my tongue out. Okay? So that's the story in a shortened form. And so, ironically, Master Vasubandhu is best remembered for a text he didn't even really like believe in. But oh well, that happens sometimes. And so that is the text we're using, because in this text, I think chapter 3 is the cosmology part. You can ask Stanley if I might be wrong, but I'm pretty sure it's chapter 3. It goes about how the world was made according to the Buddha and fun stuff like that. So here we are. The principal text for our studies of the realms of existence will be, there it says it right there, the 3rd chapter. Look, I know stuff of the treasure house of higher knowledge. Written, which is the Abhidharma Kosha, written by Master Vasubandhu about 350 AD. We don't have his exact dates. And here's his name in Tibetan. Lopen Yiknyen. Yik. Yep. Nyen means friend. Bandhu, like the one who attaches to you or something. I don't know. Yik means like treasures of the earth or something. It's a very interesting name. Okay. Now, Buddhism is famous for a few things, but one thing it's pretty famous for is its descriptions of hell. Okay, in English, the most famous description of hells come from Dante, right? Dante's Inferno. I didn't read that one, of course. It's a classic. But it talks all about hell and stuff. So some lamas go at length about hell because one of the beginning motivations for a Buddhist is the fact that you don't want to go to a lower realm. But most humans don't even believe, can't perceive a lower realm. So I mean, animal realm they can, but the other two they can't. So you have to talk to them about how bad it's going to be, even though they don't know how bad it's going to be and they can't see it, to convince them not to want to do bad things and go there. Okay? So I don't know. It's kind of, I mean, they kind of do that in Christianity. It's interesting. That's a whole discussion. Anywho, you can divide the desire realm, which is, if you're human, it's the realm you live in. That's the realm of desires. Okay, we'll get into why it's called that in a moment. Into 20 parts. There's different ways to divide it. How's samsara usually divided? How's it divided in the Wheel of Life? How many parts? 多少钱? Well, not 多少钱, 多少, how many parts? 多少分? Come on, you guys don't know the Wheel of Life? Aldo,
do you mean how many? Are you meaning how many links in the Wheel of Life? Are you referring to?
No, how many parts of samsara in the wheel? The concentric circle directly inside the links. What's that?
The 6 or 5 realms.
Yes, 5 realms. But how many is it usually?
6 or 5?
6.
Yeah.
But why is it 5 in the Wheel of Life?
Because they put the semi-gods, the pleasure beings all together. They don't make a distinction.
Yay! Aldo got it for $0. Thank you, Aldo. Exactly. Okay, and so, but this is broken up a little bit more. Okay, so if you say it as 5, it's human, animal, hungry ghost, and pleasure beings, lower and higher, or complete and demigods, or pleasure gods, pleasure being gods, whatever. Okay, those are the 5. If you say 6, it's human, animal, hungry ghost, pleasure being, semi-pleasure being, and hell being. Okay, I hope I said it right the first time, but that's all 6. Okay,
hell beings the first time.
I did. Okay. All right. So now, but if you put it as 20, which apparently the Abhidharma does, you have to divide the hells into 8. What's another way to divide the hells?
Cold and hot hells.
Yes, perfect. How many cold and how many hot?
8 hot and
8 cold, right?
Yes,
yeah,
exactly.
8.
The cold hells don't get as much press as the hot hells. I don't know. They're not as exciting. The cold hells are like, it's cold, it's colder, it's really cold. Oh my God, it's colder than that, all the way to 8. I mean, that's basically what the cold hells are. I mean, I'm sure it sucks, but hot hells are a little more, a little jazzier, okay? So they get more press. So you got the 8 hot hells. Then you have craving spirit, which is also called hungry ghost. Hungry, craving, spirit, ghost. Animal. Humans of the 4 continents. Where is these 4 continents very famously illustrated? Look at that. Show me the continents on your hands, Mr. Aldo. Continent 1, continent 2, continent 3, continent 4. Yay! What are those continents named? En español.
En español?
Sí. Or 中文.
I know Jambu is our continent.
No, make it easier, the easiest way. North, south, east,
North,
west.
south, east, and west.
Yeah. They have other names. That the continent of unpleasant sound, the continent called Great Body, the continent which they herd cattle, and the continent called where the Jambu tree dwelleth, Jambu Dvipa. But no one cares about that. Okay, and then the 6th type of pleasure beings of the desire realm. All right, and so that equals 20. I guess 8 plus 1 is 9, plus 1 is 10, plus 4 is 14, plus 6 is 20.
But this doesn't have the 8 cold hells.
I know.
Why not? What am I missing?
What you're gonna do is you're gonna send Master Vasubandhi a letter.
Okay.
You're gonna put AD 350 AD on it, and when he gets it, he's gonna answer you. I don't know why.
He has an email address.
At this point, he does. He's in Tushita, like, hit me up. All right. So that's how they divide it. I don't know why. There's many ways to divide it. That's what I was saying in the beginning. Like, okay. Question number 3. What is the nature of the desire in the expression desire realm? Desire in the expression desire realm refers to craving aimed at getting sex or food. Okay. And who said that? For $20.
Buddha.
Tsongkhapa?
No, but good try. His Holiness the First Dalai Lama. Okay. Come on, Aldo. Geshe-la says that every time he mentions this fact. You know you heard it before. Okay. Yeah, what's the Gelwa Gendendrup? Anyway, who was a direct student of Jason Kappa. He was one of his later students, but he was a direct student of Jason Kappa. Okay. And what was I saying? Okay, according to the highest school of Buddhism, what ultimately causes each of the different realms and types of birth? Okay, without looking at the answer, somebody tell me what causes the realms. Anybody?
Our projection forced upon us by our past seeds.
Whoa. So you're telling me hell comes from seeds?
It's a projection forced upon you by your past bad seeds.
Yes or no? God.
Yes.
So
Absolutely.
So everything in hell comes from seeds?
Yes.
So right now, my hell comes from seeds?
If there is such thing, yes.
If there's such thing as hell or
As
my hell?
your hell.
Oh, there's definitely my hell. I live it every day.
Okay. So absolutely it comes from seeds.
So everything in hell comes from seeds?
Yep.
Okay, you're right. Good. Number 4, that was easy. According to the highest school of Buddhism, what ultimately causes each of the different realms and types of birth? According to the highest school of Buddhism, the consequent section of the middle way school, the realms and each of the kinds of beings in them are like all other objects, the result of a projection forced upon you and forced upon an otherwise blank screen by our past karma. Okay, thus it's perfectly acceptable to assert that Master Vasubandhu was describing actual life forms and realms that we ourselves could, if the karma demanded, experience after our death from this present life. Right? Okay.
Do we have to die? Do we have to die to experience one of these?
Ooh, good question. My mind only text is talking about that right now. Jason Kappa is arguing about that right now, and it's, oh my god, it's so nerdy. It's like breaking my brain. But it's yeah, they're arguing about all that stuff. Because there's at least one famous, if not at least 2 famous stories of beings visiting hell in Buddhism. One is the nephews of Ananda become ordained, and they're being naughty, and Ananda gets the Buddha's famous disciple, Master Madhgalyayana, to, sorry if I mispronounced that. I used to pronounce it perfectly. Madhgalyayana. I don't know. I think I added a ya. Anyway.
Kalayana.
Yeah, that one. He went to, so he brings them to hell, and it like scares the blank out of them, and they're like, okay, we'll be good, we'll be good, we'll be good. And there's another story like that, where I forget who, but one monk starts having desire for his old life, specifically his wife, I guess, which is, I guess, specifically sexual desire. I don't know. I don't remember all the details of the story, or if they say it explicitly. Anyway, yeah, and he gets taken to hell. He's like, all right, forget it. Forget the layperson life. I'll do whatever it takes to get enlightened. I don't want to go there ever again. So, but then it begs the question, and this is the question in my mind only book. If you're taken to hell, even for a short trip, are you experiencing real hell? Is that hell different? And it just goes off on, is that real hell? Is that, is that the actual hell? And what's the difference between that hell and the hell of a hell being, and all these questions? So, I mean, if you go there, I don't know. I mean, I think about it like going to like say you go to a country that's poorer than the US or something, or go to a bad neighborhood in your country. You don't like live there, so you're just gonna pass through and like go home. But what you see there is like really poor, or whatever, whatever the circumstances are that aren't as favorable as your own. But then you get to go home, you're not like stuck there. So yeah, Jason Kappa basically says, of course it's real hell. He says you can't say it just looks like hell or just appears as hell, because the very nature of reality is just to appear. Therefore, it has to be real, because everything just appears as what it is, because everything's just a projection which appears. Or something like that. Good question. Question 5. Name the one general cause and then 3 specific causes that can lead us to a birth as a craving spirit. So I think craving spirit is I don't know. Craving spirits and demigods don't get as much press in Buddhism. It's all about, hell, hell this, hell that. But I don't know, craving spirits get ripped off, which is kind of their shtick, right? Okay, so here, the one general cause is performing the 10 bad deeds to a medium degree of seriousness. Okay, what do you think happens if you perform the 10 bad deeds to a severe degree of seriousness? Where would you go?
To one of the hells.
Yeah, exactly. This is the review, so it's not in here, but it's in the full course, okay? This is just a review. Exactly. And there's an argument about which one's worse, animal or craving spirit, because they say the suffering is worse in craving spirit, but animals are considered the dumbest of the lower realms. So like craving spirits have like sharper minds but have horrible lives, but animals have duller minds, but maybe they don't suffer as much. So there's an argument about it, which one's worse. I don't want to find out. Okay, so if you do medium, apparently you end up craving spirit, and then the first cause for birth as a craving spirit is a failure to perform the 3 kinds of giving, because they're craving spirits. So, I mean, what do you think the karma to be craving is?
Stingy.
Yeah, not giving. Okay. Aldo might go to hell, but he'll never go to craving spirit, okay? He's very giving. He's got other bad qualities, but that's not one of them. Okay. Yeah, it's specific. So let's go. They have general ones and the specific ones. So this says 3 kinds of giving. The 3 kinds of giving are giving material things, giving freedom from fear, and giving the Dharma. There's another one that they say. What's the 4th kind of giving?
Love.
Love, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And what does Arya Nagarjuna say? What's the seed to accomplish all things?
Love.
Yeah, he does. In his famous list of correlations, he's like, or you could just love everyone, you'll get everything. I don't know. I haven't tried it yet, but it sounds possible. So yeah, the 3, if you don't give material things, freedom from fear, or the Dharma. And if you give the Dharma, you kind of give all of them, right? I guess you give the Dharma and not like the person you give the Dharma to, so maybe not. I don't know. Think about it. Okay, a second specific cause is possessiveness or cheapness, which is what Aldo just said perfectly. The Tibetan is serna, which means cheap or stingy or something. And then a third specific cause is jealousy. So you can think of jealousy. I mean, I think of 2 ways to think of jealousy, right? Which is like not wanting someone to have something, but also wanting what they have, right? So, I mean, if you want what other people have, you're craving. So there you go, craving spirit. And then, I mean, if you're greedy, you're not going to give, so there's more craving there. Jealousy is tradok in Tibetan. Okay, number 6. Name 1 general cause and then 2 specific causes for birth as an animal. Okay. So this part, it says, a general cause for birth as animals performing the 10 bad deeds to a less serious extent. I guess we should review the 10 bad deeds. I think Holy Geshe Michael would want me to. We'll try to do it in order. I mess up the speech one sometimes. What's the first bad deed? Anybody?
Killing.
Yay, killing. What's the second one? Anyone but Aldo?
Lying.
Nope.
Stealing.
Yep. What's the third one? Anyone but Leah and Aldo?
Not respecting other people's relationship.
Yes. Sexual misconduct. Good. Okay, now I don't have the list in front of you. Well, what's the first one of speech? I can't correct you if you're wrong.
Lying.
Lie.
I think you're right anyway. Yeah, lying. Okay, next.
Divisive speech.
Yep. Next. Not Aldo.
Harsh words.
What you say?
Harsh words.
Don't talk to me like that. Perfect. And what's next?
Alcohol.
Nope. That's Pratimoksha vows.
Useless speech.
Yep. Idle speech. Perfect. All right. And then, so those are the first three are of body. The second four are of speech. And the last three are of what?
Mine.
Yes. And what are those three?
Jealousy.
Yes. Covetousness. Like in the Ten Commandments, thou shalt not covet thy neighbor's wife and, other stuff. Okay. Yeah. Covetousness. Good. What's next? What's number 9?
Ill will.
Ill will.
Yes. What does ill will mean in this case specifically?
When you are happy about the suffering of others.
Yes. This is happening in my country a lot right now, okay? Because we have this president who people don't like. At least my friends, I don't know. Apparently, other people like him because things are empty. This is a very good proof of emptiness right now. Yeah, people, I just hear people talking a lot. They want to see him suffer, which makes sense. But why does that make sense? Why would a human want to see someone who made them suffer? Why is that an issue? And what famous secondary vow, Bodhisattva vow, shows us the problem here?
Responding in kind.
Yes, what's that? I asked you 3 questions. Which one was that?
That's the vow.
Yeah,
Like
4 points of practice.
Yeah. Oh, right. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, the 4 points of practice. Okay, and why would a human want to make someone suffer that made them suffer?
Because we have a misunderstanding of how to stop our suffering.
That was perfect. Oh my God. You said misunderstanding and everything. Woo! If I wasn't so cheap and going to be a craving spirit, I would give you money. Perfect. Okay. And why is this a problem? Was my second question.
As it keeps us in the cycle of samsara and suffering, because we just keep perpetuating bad habits.
Because what we do becomes
our seed for a later unpleasant experience. for more wishing ill will upon others.
Exactly, and more ill will being wished upon us.
Yeah.
And being born in one of these realms that sucks, basically. Perfect, absolutely perfect. Kelly McGee, gold star. Kelly McGee is gonna have an upcoming ACI class. I don't know when or what, but eventually. Okay, cool. Or maybe not, I don't know. All right, good. So that's the first one. And B, the first more specific cause would be breaking minor rules of morality on a regular basis. Okay, why do they say minor here? What would a
Because
major rule of morality broken on a
Hell.
regular basis get you?
hell.
Yeah. What would an intermediate rule of morality on a regular basis get you?
Pretas.
Yes, exactly. Craving spirit.
So
How do you
based
say?
on this, the implication is that pretas are worse than animals, no? Word?
Yeah, that's what I said. In some cases, people say predators are worse than animals, yet in other cases, they switch it around. Yeah, right here, they're saying animals are worse, but other Buddhist scholars,
Oh, here are saying pretas are worse.
yeah, here saying predators are worse. Other places say animals are worse. Yeah, it's an argument.
Do
Good.
they actually define minor rules of morality versus non-minor rules?
Like jaywalking. Don't jaywalk. No,
That's
I don't know.
what Buddha said.
No, you're right. I know, I'm joking. No, I don't know that it was defined in the course per se. It may have been, or Geshe might have extrapolated more on this. I forget. I haven't listened to that class in a little while. But I mean, you can think about it. I mean, it's like, I don't know, like white lies as opposed to saying, the election was stolen from you and inciting an insurgency, a seditious insurgency on your government. Okay. Like just, I don't know.
Yeah.
You see, like little stuff, little things, the little things.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. I'm pretty sure a seditious mob is going to get you a trip to hell. Not that I would wish that on anyone. Okay? I'm just saying. It's karma. All right, next. The second more specific cause would be committing a great number of wrong deeds, such as failing to respect those who are worthy of respect. So that's specific. Only the Buddha knows why that one is. Because you would think that could get you any one of these things. And maybe it can, I don't know. Just memorize it. Okay, next. Name and describe briefly the 6 kinds of suffering that we must undergo. Now, Buddhism's got a lot of suffering lists. What are the 3 sufferings? Anyone? Tres sufriendos? Sufrimientos? I saw Paul's perfectly enunciated Spanish lips. What are the 3 sufferings?
Suffering of suffering,
Yes.
change of suffering,
Yes.
pervasive suffering.
Yes. What does pervasive suffering mean, Tracy Wong?
Everywhere have suffering.
Kind of, but it more means that because of the kind of body you're in, you have to suffer. Like because you're human, you're going to suffer.
Oh, okay.
Do you know them in Chinese? I know suffering of suffering is cool, isn't it?
Yes. Cool.
What's change of suffering in Chinese?
Change. I don't know.
What?
Change is 改变, but change of suffering, I don't know.
Okay. Sorry, everyone. Now you have to learn Chinese. Here we go. Jokniel. Oh, there's so many. There's cold suffering. Hold on. Trokme. Kawa. Oh, there's Kyorwa. There's the suffering of change. Huaiku.
Oh, quite cool.
Why just means bad, right?
Yes.
Mhm. Maybe it means like things become bad. Oh yeah, there's Duknekli Duknel. Cool. And can I find the last one?
Kappa Duje.
Did I pass it?
Yeah, you just now passed it already, I think.
I did?
Kappa Duje. Ki.
Padu? Say it again? This one? Not this one.
Not this one. Wu Ding Ku.
Ooh, ding, cool. Okay. We'll take your word for it because I'm boring the other students. Okay. Thank you.
Can I ask, then does Buddha have body or not?
Ooh. Yeah, I said a type of body, like a human body, not a body.
So it's human body.
Yeah. Buddha has a rainbow body.
Was.
How do you say? Hong
Like
Hong
function.
Shun. Hong Shun. Yeah, he has a rainbow body. So, or her, or she, or they, I don't know. Anyway, they don't have suffering. Their body has no suffering. Okay? Neither does the body of an arhat. Okay? Alohan. Okay? Mayo ku. All right, fine. I thought it sounded pretty good. Okay. Now here's the 6 sufferings. For some, oh yeah, wait, what about the 4 sufferings? Does anybody know those? You should know these things.
Is that the ones that's more like birth, death?
Yeah.
I don't know, illness
Yeah.
and
What's between birth and death?
aging.
Yes. Wait, hold on. Okay. In Chinese, it's Sheng Bing Lao Ci. Right, Yinghui? She's taking a break. What are you eating, a sandwich? She's eating a sandwich. Okay, anyway, that's the Chinese. Those are the 4. Okay, and these are the 6. I love this list because 4 of them are easily identifiable by almost any human being. Okay, especially any adult, maybe not a kid. So the first one is there's no certainty, meaning you never know what's going to happen. Do any of you know what's going to happen in the next 5 minutes? No. Okay, and they describe, I guess she describes it here, but you guys get it. Anything can happen, basically, and any bad thing. I mean, if it was like, at any moment now, someone could just rain money down on me, you know? But usually that's not the things people are worried about, right? Like, oh my God, I hope someone doesn't give me $1 million, right? They're like, when am I gonna die? Am I gonna get sick? Am I gonna lose my job? Is my girlfriend gonna like me next year? Like that kind of thing. Okay, the second one is we can never find any sense of satisfaction. Wait, there was an ancient British scholar that, well, how's it go? I can't get no. Are you singing, Paula? satisfaction. And I try, and I try. Okay, you know the rest. So anyway, just like Mick Jagger taught us, and you know how it is. Like, think about it. You really want a job really bad, and then you finally get it. And then after like, I don't know, 7 months, a year, you're like, "Oh, this used to be my dream job, but I'm not making enough money now." The amount of money which was like amazing a year ago, all of a sudden it's not enough. So you're like, I need to get a promotion. And then you work really hard, you get that promotion, and then you're there for a couple years, and you're like, ah, I need a house in the Caymans. I'm gonna need another, and it just keeps going like that. In English, we say keeping up with the Joneses. I don't know about in Spanish. What's Joneses? The Gomezes? I don't know. What's the common name in Mexico? Something like that.
Medines.
Cardenas?
No, but that's like office people that work.
What's that? Cardenas?
Godines.
Oh, Godines. Oh, okay. Whatever Aldo just said. Anyway, that's the whole thing. You just always want more. Okay, and the next two, only like Buddhas and clairvoyant people and stuff can see, but I guess they're pretty sufferings too. Basically, you're gonna die, but you're not gonna die once. You're just gonna keep dying over and over and over and over. And apparently, according to Buddhism, when you die, it really does not feel good. Other traditions don't talk about that, so I don't know. It's supposed to be really painful. And you would think at least it's kind of a shock, right? Because like you spent your whole life in this body taking care of it, you identify with it, and then all of a sudden you're losing it, you know? So there's that. And then you got to be born over and over again. Which I don't know. I think that maybe is harder on the mom than you, but I mean, the whole process of childhood, that was rough. I'm still healing from that. My mom's in the next room, so I won't say it too loud. But you know, trauma and all that. And so one of my teachers said he's like, I want to become enlightened just because of middle school. I never want to go back to middle school. You know, middle school is pretty rough. So I don't know. 7th grade was hard. I agree. Okay. And then the 5th one is going from high to low all the time. Just like there's another famous song. What's it like? Your love is like a roller coaster, baby, baby. You know that song? Kelly McGee does. You don't know that song, Kelly McGee?
No, sing it some more.
Your love is like a roller coaster, baby, baby. Your love is like a roller coaster.
Seems like a good song.
What? How old are you, Kelly McGee?
39.
I don't know. You're missing out. I don't know how you missed this one. Okay.
I know. I feel like I'm really missing it. I knew the first one.
It's disco. Okay. So it's before either of our times, but I'm a gigantic nerd and I know random stuff. Anyway, it, you know, like roller coaster, up and down, up and down, up and down. And no one likes that, you know. Ask like a manic depressive person or something, you know. It's one thing being down all the time. I mean, that is rough enough. But going up and down, oy. So, and that just goes on forever until you get enlightened. Okay, or arhat, I guess. I don't know. And then the 6th one is one thing worth considering for sure, which is, you know, no matter like how good of the friends you make or how close family you make, when you die, you can't take any of them with you, which is really sad, you know? That's it. Sad face. Good job, Paula. Okay. What do you say? Cara triste? Sad face? Face sad? I don't know. All right, number 8. Okay, this is straight up Abhidharma. The existence of intermediate beings is also proven by statements of the Buddha. Describe the 3 conditions under which, according to the Buddha, a child will form in the mother's womb. Okay, number 1, there has to be a mother, okay, who's still menstruating, meaning they are a viable womb. B, a feeling of desire and then sexual contact between the prospective parents. Basically, there has to be sex, okay, or something. I mean, I guess through Jesus, no, but that's a whole other situation. And then C, the proximity of one of the beings who lives on smells, that is an intermediate being. This is just another name for bardo being, because they can live off smells. Trisa, smell eater. So there has to be a bardo being, there has to be a womb, and then there has to be sex. I mean, that makes sense, right? Okay, what does the highest school say is necessary? Because wait, is every being born like this? Yes or no? Anyone?
No.
Right. Name a being that's not born like this.
Mosquitoes.
Yeah. But they at least involve some kind of procreation. What about other beings that don't even involve procreation? Like who or what?
Patanjali.
Yeah, good. Perfect mudra there, Paula. 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 Who else? Famous.
Padmasambhava.
Perfect. Who else? Not Aldo.
Jesus.
Yes, Jesus. In Mexico, you have to say which Jesus because like half the country's named Jesus. Okay, a fourth. Okay, and then how was the Buddha born? Does anybody know? No, he was born out of his mother's side, apparently, because it didn't cause her pain. He just like miraculously came out of her side. So apparently that's less painful than the other way. I don't know. It sounds pretty bad too, but I guess it wasn't painful. It was another miraculous kind of birth. But hell beings, they don't have there's no hell mommy. They just appear in hell and the suffering starts. Craving spirits have mommies though. I don't know about all of them. There's all kinds of craving spirits. That's a whole other thing. Okay. Number 9. How does an intermediate being enter the state of a human womb birth? This is more about the last one. If the person is to be born a human, he or she sees his parents from a distance having sex together because of a mistaken perception and imagining that he can play and enjoy himself, I guess herself too, or their self, he passes to his destination within the womb, lodged in the midst of the mother's abdomen and entrails. So basically, according to Abhidharma, what happens is they get attracted to their parents having sex and they float into the room and they get pulled into the womb. And usually Bardo beings can pass through walls and other solid objects. But then they can't pass through the womb. They get trapped. And then that's it. Is this what the high school says?
No.
What does the high school say?
Sudden shift in your projection.
Yes. You see yourself with a human arm and a human screaming mouth and a human mom, which means you're a
Human.
Human.
humano. Humano. Ren, me. Okay, all those words. That's it for this class. Any questions? Come on.
Can I know what is the meaning of giving freedom from fear?
Oh, that's like me and you are walking in New York and we take a dark alley and you get scared and I say, "Don't worry, Yinghui, I'll protect you." And you're like, "Okay, word." Like that.
How do you give freedom from fear? I mean,
You just, oh yeah, here it is. You just protect people. Just like, I don't know. I'm sure Paola does it all the time with her kids, right? "Mommy, I'm scared." Don't worry. I don't know. What are your kids' names? Emma? Everyone's named Emma. Don't worry, Emma. I forget your kid's name. Hi, Emma. Sorry, forget your name. Hola. Meaning, yeah, like a mother, how she would protect her kids if they were afraid. Yinghui.
something like giving comfort or what?
Yeah,
Because
something like
it says
that.
freedom. So I'm like, freedom, it's like giving you a free or what? Yeah. So,
Yeah, just helping you with fear. That's all.
okay.
I'm not
Alright.
aware that it has any other meaning.
Okay.
Oh, hold on. Tracy Wong, here it is.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
Yeah. This Xing, this means everywhere?
Yes,
Yes.
everywhere.
Okay, yeah, here's the English. Is this the same? Is this bien as like ho bien or different?
Whole bien is what?
Like behind. Ho bien, chen bien.
Oh no,
No, it's
no,
different.
it's
This
It's
one is
different.
bien.
It's this radical though, right? The inside?
Radical. Bien. Bien. This one is like everywhere.
Usha.
This
This
one
one.
is bien.
This one is
This one
side.
is flat. This one is bien.
Okay. Okay. Thanks. All right.
I have a question.
Oh, Lee has a question. What is it?
Are there any cosmology texts in the higher schools?
No, everyone uses the Abhidharma. Yeah. The Abhidharma is used it's like the foundation text of Buddhism. I'm not aware of there being any other cosmology texts. They would all say the same thing, because in the higher texts, epistemology and cosmology become one. Or wait, excuse me, ontology and cosmology become one. Why why stuff exists or how stuff exists and where it came from is the same reason, right? Seeds. I'm not aware of any such text, and it would make sense that none exists, but there could be something that I don't know about.
Okay, thanks.
You're welcome. ¿Qué más? Nada? Fine with me. Okay. Well, that's it. Study for your quiz on Friday. I'm so happy you all came. We're moving through, and we'll be done this next week. Okay? I'm going to give an informal course 16. So if you just want to hang out, I mean, if you can get any less formal than this, I won't broadcast it. It's for people who have taken it already and you just want to finish your homework, okay? I don't know how much I can teach. It's going to be during the mixed nuts, and so I'll be probably a little stressed for time. But tell me if you want to be in it, and I'll announce it closer to its time, but just to think about.
When are the mixed nuts dates, Word?
February 18th to March something, but everything needs to be done by March, right?
Before March.
Yeah. In English, you can say by March.
Okay.
Yeah, mixed. I'm looking at my calendar now. Mixed nuts starts February 18th, and of course I'll be done. So I don't know. Maybe I'll need a day or two off, but we'll start after course 18. Okay, we might just go 10 days in a row or something. Okay, and just end it. All right. Okay, and then I'll get my karma points for finishing ACI. All right, who wants to do the who did the mandala in the beginning? Yinghui? Yeah. Hold on, let me see if I can say this. 你想不想 mandala 再一次吗？
可以的。
Okay, good. I'm trying. I don't get to practice my Spanish, my Chinese, except with you and Tracy Wong. Okay, here we go.
Next time, everyone will know how to speak Chinese. Here.
Okay. 准备好吗？
Okay,
Okay.
let's start. Sashi Buki Jushi Meto Tram Viran Lingshi Ninde Genpati Sange Shindu Mite Uwagi Rokun Nanda Shingla Jupasho Idam Guru Ratna Mandala Kaniya Tayami Dewa Di Dewa Gun Sunan Yeshe Sokso Shin Sunan Yeshe Lejowe Dampa Kurni Dupa Sho.
Yay, 非常好。
Thank you, teacher.
不客气。 Okay, that's it.
Thank you, Word.
Thank you,
You're
Word.
welcome.
Gracias, Paola.
Paola.
Gracias, Paola.
Gracias a los dos. Thank you, Word.
Por nada, Luzma. Adiós.
Thank you both. Night.
Viernes.
Hasta
everyone.
viernes.
Gracias, Ana y Karina, por grabar también.